Welcome to the PeakDay podcast, where we talk with our friends about fertility and natural family planning. August is National Make a Will Month, a reminder for all of us to reflect on our legacy and take action for the future. Despite the importance of a will, according to Caring.com 2023 study, only about 34% of American adults have a will in place. So this kind of highlights that nearly 2/3 of us have yet to take this essential step toward peace of mind. Joining me is Katie Zulanas, Executive Director of Couple to Couple League. And she is here to talk about legacy giving and CCL's partnership with My Catholic Will, an online platform that helps adults create a legal will in just 15 minutes. Thank you for joining me on the PeakDay podcast, Katie.
Thanks, Martha. It's great to be here.
So let's start with why is making a will so important, like in general, and then why Catholics should be making a will with their faith in mind.
Well, for Catholics, it's important as it is for everyone to make a will. You make it for the people that are left behind. It really does help tremendously with the settlement of your estate.
Mm-hmm.
And for Catholics, with My Catholic Will, you're also able to talk about things like your mass for burial, about special arrangements you want. That's very comforting to your family that's left behind. Additionally, you know, for living will, which is different, but also part of the same material that you want to have. That one helps identify that Catholics have certain values. We want our life respected, and it helps you deal with end of life questions too. So both of those things are super important for Catholics.
Yeah. What is My Catholic Will, and why did Couple to Couple League partner with them for our benefactors and our students and our staff and their families?
We partnered with them because they have a great platform that lets you create a simple will that's good in 50 states. You have to get it notarized and witnessed as properly required in different states. But it does take the process and help you at least even get a first step going.
Right.
It lets you update it as you need to, which is wonderful. And it brings to mind, like we said, these questions. Nobody likes to think about this topic, but when you do think from a perspective of those you leave behind, it really does motivate you to kind of just take some steps. So for 15 minutes, we love the fact that we can offer this to our community and let them take advantage of this simple way to get this started, at least start it.
So you said that it's online. It takes about 15 minutes, and you can go to it again and again and update it and edit it.
Right.
Right.
Right. And that's great because I think I look at it as maybe a stepwise process now, that you have a certain idea, and then the more you think on it, reflect on it, maybe you're like, well, I think I want to do this, or I think I want to do that, or something changes in your life and you want to make an update to it. So I love the fact that you can update it as you go.
And I think there are, a lot of generic will services out there, but My Catholic Will kind of integrates our Catholic values and our priorities. What does that look like in the process?
Sure. Well, it goes through, it's like it approaches it like a love letter to those left behind, which is very beautiful. And it does let you have space to talk about what you would like your funeral arrangements to be. And it does give your family some good direction. Also, we've been hearing back from people that have done it that they're able to search for Catholic charities, many that they've been giving to for their whole life, and add in their parish and things like that. And that kind of changes the whole complexion of the process because it turns it into a point of joy. They don't have to go scramble and find, the particular address. It's already, built in many times. And they can just specify that. And then all of a sudden, creating a will, which could be very, kind of off-putting or frightening or, unpleasant, now becomes a point of joy that you're able to leave behind a legacy. And that's beautiful. At the end of the process, I think gives you a new perspective.
And I think it's nice that it does kind of walk you through what maybe you may not have thought of before when making a will or thinking about a will.
Right.
So I think it's kind of an educational process too that they are, kind of laying out for you.
Correct.
Yeah.
And very, very easy and easy to do. Normally it costs $79, I think, these days.
Mhm.
And so we're able to offer it to our community for free. And I would suggest that, maybe you have your will all taken care of, but maybe you know other people that should have a will.
Mm.
And this just makes it easy to get that going.
Right.
And so they can kind of take that off their list or, at
Right.
least for right now, and then they can go back to it if they want to.
I understand that once one will is made, a mirror will can be made for a spouse.
Yes, you can go in and do that for your spouse. And then you both each
Yeah.
have your own will.
So, what exactly does the partnership with between Couple to Couple League and My Catholic Will look like? What does that look like?
What it looks like for our community is that we do have a specialized link that allows you to sign up and take advantage of this for free. And you can use it for yourself or, people friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's really the core of it right there.
Right.
We, in addition, have we'll also be adding to our site a link to the Catholic Bioethics Center, which does have a $3, I think, living will that you can use, which we've used, and
Mm-hmm.
you can download and make sure that your directives are
Mm-hmm.
properly captured there too. Things change with the laws and how things are notarized and witnessed, and there's some legal requirements. My Catholic will should be fine. But it's always good to understand what the requirements are for your state, and to know
Right.
that sometimes they change a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and are electronic signatures okay? Is this okay? So
Yeah.
there are a few things that go along with this that you should be aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if you look at it as part of a journey, this is a great way to get started. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, if just thinking of family members who like just had a baby, maybe they want to, they want to get a
Yeah.
little will going.
Right.
It doesn't have to be complicated or expensive at this point,
Mm-hmm.
but it
Mm-hmm.
does help.
Right.
And there's actually a lot. I was surprised. There's a lot of great, good information online about what's required for each state and so forth
Mm-hmm.
and so on. I'm just saying, just to be fair to ourselves, like we need to realize that occasionally those things change, especially with
Yeah.
you know um, virtual notaries and things like that.
Yeah.
So just to be aware that this is a great first step
Right.
for people. It's very reasonable and
Right.
legal.
Right. So it's a 15-minute process, but probably a little bit of legwork afterwards to make sure that it's
You do have to get it
yeah
notarized and witnessed and so
witnessed.
forth.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Right. Right.
and they do have the proper things set up for each state, which is good.
Right. So, Katie, will there be, we have a, a big community with a couple to couple league. Is like an email going out or some kind of information that would prompt, some of the people who follow couple to couple league to get this information?
Yes, we'll have a link with this video and also on our email, and we will have it permanently on our donation pages for
Mhm.
CCL. So you can always find it there, which is great.
Right.
So you
Right.
don't have to
Right.
remember it.
Yeah. So it's an $80 value.
Uh-huh.
And then it's good for anybody in your family that's, adult age.
Hmm. Correct. Right.
Wonderful. Well, that's, very, very generous of Couple to Couple League to provide that. But, Couple to Couple League depends on and is very grateful for, all of our supporters and benefactors.
We are. We're very. So we have a legacy of 55 years next year, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But certainly, we can appreciate that so many of our wonderful
Hmm.
members have a legacy teaching, volunteering, and donating
Hmm.
to Couple League to keep it going.
So it's probably a good idea to return to your will, maybe once a year,
Yeah,
every August, maybe to make sure that it's up to date. And, if you've had changes in your family circumstances to
right.
update it.
I think it's never a fun thing to think about, but I
No.
think if you set aside some time like this and you
Yeah,
look at it as a really an act of mercy toward those left behind, it
absolutely.
gives you the motivation to take a few minutes, especially for this system. It's so easy to use,
Yeah.
and you can just
Yeah.
take a few minutes, update that, and then that's just going to make life a lot easier for everybody else.
Hmm. All right. If somebody is interested in, starting the process of making their will through My Catholic Will and, with couple to couple league, where would they go? What would they do?
So you can go to mycatholicwill.com/CCLI, and that would allow you to create your will without charge.
Okay. Thank you, Katie, for being on the PeakDay podcast and sharing this great information for a free will through couple to couple league with My Catholic Will.
Thank you, Martha.